Hey, I'm Fornex, welcome to my channel, and today we're diving into all the reveals for the Secrets of the Obscure, the next expansion for Guild Wars 2. And I mean all gear, legendaries, skyscales, masteries, profession, rune changes, new artifacts, the whole kit and caboodle. There are chapters below for your sanity, and if you are looking for a deep dive into the lore of a Wizard's Tower, spoiler free, click this video. And before we begin, if you are going to purchase Secrets of the Obscure or any of the game's expansions, please consider supporting one of the many wonderful content creators Guild Wars 2. Using their partner referral links costs you not a penny more, but helps them enormously. And if you would like to use mine, there are links below in the description. Thank you, and thank you, ArenaNet. Anyway, Shalova, let's dive in. The Secrets of the Obscure will launch on the 22nd of August at approximately 9 AM Pacific time, which is about 1700 London, 1600 in Paris. You can buy the expansion from the official web store, from the in-game store, on Steam, and from official retailers. Pre-purchase is available right now. The cost for the standard edition is £22. I'm not doing the 99 business, it's £22. The deluxe edition is £44 and the ultimate edition is £65. With the standard edition, you get bonuses of a shared inventory slot and a max level character boost. With the deluxe edition, you get everything in the standard edition, plus an additional character slot, an identity repair kit, which is a total makeover kit and a name change. And you get the magic juggle emote, which is kind of fun, here it is, and the Astral Ward feathered raptor. Very handsome boy. Here is the concept art, here is the finished product. For the ultimate edition, you get everything offered in the other two tiers plus 4,000 gems. But we're not finished, because if you pre-purchase the expansion at any tier, you will also get the extravagant arcane spellcaster's hat, which comes with hair. One hairstyle though, but that hair is on its own dye channel, which is chef's kiss great. And you get a weapon of your choice from the Eagle Eye weapon collection, and you get the Demon Hunter title, which is very nice indeed. Quick word about the Eagle Eye weapons, because they are not just there for eye candy. If you pre-purchase the expansion, you will get a weapon choice box that will get you started on the Eagle Eye weapon set, one of the 3 upgradable 2-tier weapon sets coming with Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure. The weapons are rolling past as I speak. They have a Horus vibe to me, which I rather like. I picked the Scepter, it's rather nice. Factions and function. There are 3 new factions added with SOTO. The Wizard's Court, Astral Ward, and the enemy cohort, which is the Kryptis. Let's see what the blog has to say about each and their function in the expansion, starting with the Kryptis, who are likely the big bad of SOTO, although they could be the foot soldiers of a yet unrevealed foe, perhaps the owner of this eye here. ANET have shared a lot about the allied factions, but details regarding our new enemy are scant. This is what they have to say. With Kryptis forces pouring into Tyria through portals in the mist, it falls to you and the Astral Ward to track down and close those portals and deal with any Kryptis who have managed to pass through them. The Kryptis have put themselves well and truly into the naughty corner. Now, in fairness to these inside-out, nightmare-inducing toothballs, demonic hordes do have a tendency to misbehave. We can debate nature versus nurture in the comments if you like, but as with most enemy factions, their function is twofold, as entertainment and as loot pinatas, both of which I rather enjoy. Now, there is a possibility that players will be hunting, skinning, and wearing these toothy chaps, Cruella de Vil style. The devs have said that we are getting demonic armour, and that would be quite a fun and novel form of acquisition if you ask me. We'll see. Now, we will be encountering the Kryptis across the length and breadth of Tyria, not just in the new Sky Archipelago of Amintus, or however you pronounce that. It seems likely to me that a Kryptis or 3 might make an appearance in one of the new strikes, and perhaps even a future Fractal. However, this is pure speculation on my part. No information relating to strike or Fractal bosses has been revealed. As to why these demons are now invading, we have no solid answer. Kraukatoric did decimate many Mist realms before he met his end. This could simply be one of the many unintended consequences born of our long war against the Elder Dragons. Time will tell, and happily, not that much time either. Next up is the Wizard's Court and its associated Wizard's Vault feature, which is an absolute game changer. This is a banger, so listen up. Your journey in the expansion will bring you face to face with the Wizard's Court, a group of powerful magic users who live high in the skies above Tyria. For millennia, the Wizard's Court has amassed a large trove of riches and curiosities in their private vault, nested safely in their mysterious floating tower in the sky. Now relieved of their long isolation, the wizards are hungry for knowledge of the world they have dedicated themselves to protecting and are willing to share some of their bounty with you in exchange for a favour or two. The Wizard's Vault is a new streamlined reward system that combines the best elements of the daily login and daily achievement system, allowing you to play Guild Wars 2 the way you want to, whether it's PvE, PvP, World vs World, or a mix, and earn a wide variety of exciting rewards for doing so. You'll receive new objectives to complete daily, weekly, and with each quarterly release. As you complete objectives, you'll earn Astral Acclaim, a new account-wide currency which can be exchanged for rewards of your choosing, such as new weapons and armor skins, a small selection of items previously exclusive to the gem store, crafting materials, gold, mystic coins, woohoo, legendary crafting starter kits, and more. Rewards will refresh on a quarterly basis, but fear not, as new items cycle in, any Wizard Vault exclusive rewards will simply move into a legacy section where they will remain available for the same type of currency indefinitely. Wizard Vault rewards are meant to be attainable through regular, normal play. There are no paid upgrades or progression skips. The legacy section exists to take time pressure off and allow players to catch up if they take a break. Some Wizard's Vault tasks and rewards are exclusive to Guild Wars 2 Secrets of the Obscure, but all accounts with a level 80 character will have access to the feature. This free Battle Pass-ish Vault-style system is just what the Doctor ordered. It rewards and engages veterans and new players alike. This beautiful Griffin skin is a confirmed reward from the Vault, and we will be getting a Skyscale skin unlock too via a different method, but more on the Skyscale and its masteries later, or you can jump down below and skip to that chapter. Genuinely, I think the Vault will reinvigorate the community and see daily player population numbers skyrocket. This kind of system has worked well in other games, however, it can have drawbacks when linked to RNG and gear profession, none of which are a consideration in Guild Wars 2, so as far as I can see, guys, this is all win. I'm also very glad to see that some items once exclusive to the gem store will be included in the Vault as rewards. I also adore the fact that there is no time gating for Vault rewards, and that we'll be getting fresh new shinies to hunt each quarter. Evergreen content is a staple of Guild Wars 2, and I am overjoyed this venerable tradition will be honoured in SOTO. Also, for legendary crafters like me, Mystic Coins just got another acquisition path, so rejoice. Onwards to the Astral Ward, its mastery, and a new set of legendary armour linked to all the above. On August 22nd, 2 new armour sets will become available. The first, the Astral Ward armour, is thematically tied to the story of SOTO and shares the same appearance for all armour weights. I think this is likely the Astral Ward gear, and I don't think I've ever seen a pointy hat in all my puff. Let me know below if you like this aesthetic. The second set, Rift Hunter's armour, has a unique look for each weight. A third demonic set will be released after launch. This, I think, is the Hunter set. I've looked at all the art released, and again, fingers crossed we get to Buffalo Bill our demon armour. Do let the devs know you're up for some demon skinning action. Tell them I sent you. Or don't. I do like being in the part of the program. Anyway, onwards. SOTO will introduce a new set of legendary armour, Obsidian armour. This will be the first set that does not require heavy investment into raids or competitive experiences. Instead, the various crafting components come from open world gameplay in SOTO. This is huge news and very welcome indeed. There will now be near parity among the game modes for legendary rewards. The only outstanding item still locked off to open world story focused players is the backpack, I think. But you never know, that could arrive in 2024's expansion. Fingers crossed. This here has to be some of the yummiest medium armour I have ever seen in Guild Wars 2. S tier for sure. And honestly, to me, all the sets are stunning. I'm going to be making them all 100%, it's not even a question. Now, I'm not abandoning my raiding and World v World legendary armour journey. It's honestly been just too much fun, but yeah, these guys have been added to my very, very, very long to-do list in-game. But they'll be well worth it, I'm sure. Look at them, they're gorgeous. Okay, so on with the blog post. The new legendary armour set is planned for release in the second major update following the expansion's launch. You'll be able to begin working on it on the 22nd of August though. Crucial components will be available to acquire, and you will be able to start training your Astral Ward mastery to unlock crafting recipes. Part of the necessary steps for completing your legendary armour will be completing the Astral Ward and Rift Hunter's armour collections. Legendary crafting is always a Russian doll. If this is your first dive into it, prepare to find out how far the rabbit hole goes. Okay, so I think it's very wise of the team to start this new legendary collection at SOTO's launch. This will allow players to more easily work together as they journey through the story and new maps, collecting all the new components. It should also keep players engaged for longer as they gain various collections and masteries and achievements needed to progress. It's also good for players to know beforehand that Astral Ward mastery will be one of the requirements on their journey to craft Obsidian armour. I imagine that the Astral Ward line will be akin to the Itzel or Exalted Lore masteries, which unlock merchants and map traversal abilities and battle aids and all that kit and caboodle. Here's what the blog has to say. Join the Astral Ward, fighting off the Kryptis forces as they crawl into Tyria through rifts in reality, laying siege to Amnatas above. As you progress through the ranks, you'll take on increasingly deadlier prey in new and exciting maps and unlock new rewards for your efforts along the way. So it looks very much like the Astral Mastery will be the key to progressively harder content, in conjunction, of course, with the next feature, the Heart of the Obscure. So the Heart of the Obscure is an artifact seen often in the promotional material, which also just happens to have its own mastery line. During your adventures, you will master the Heart of the Obscure, a mysterious artifact, and unlock additional capabilities as you train with it. You'll need to use its strange power to track and destroy rifts, facing new dangers as you progress. So this mystic compass will be the key to our demon hunting antics, and it very much feels, maybe even looks, like a mystic key to me. Now, we can of course lock out demons and close down their rifts with keys, but could we too unlock pathways through the mists to other realms that are filled with treasures beyond the dreams of avarice? One can only hope. Maybe we could even use this device to take the battle to the home world or the Kryptis themselves. We'll see. The Heart of the Obscure and the Astral Ward masteries will aid you as you hunt and close rifts throughout Tyria. Together, the two mastery lines will allow you to explore the world more freely, take on greater threats, and earn richer rewards. The Skyscale, Astral Ward, and Heart of the Obscure mastery lines will be available at launch on the 22nd of August. We're planning to introduce a fourth mastery line in the first major release following launch, which is probably going to be around November time. But what that fourth mastery line will be is anyone's guess. Maybe it has something to do with Mist Realm traversal, or maybe it's a progression requirement for the new PvE legendary Obsidian armor crafting. We'll have to wait and see. With the aerial nature of the new SOTO Maps, the team have added awesome new features to the Skyscale and Griffin mount. They have also created a new acquisition path for Skyscale. Here's what the team have to say. The Skyscale mount was first introduced in Living World Season 4 following Path of Fire, and it changed the way players navigate maps in Guild Wars 2. We love the freedom and movement options the Skyscale offers. This is why we want to make sure it's readily accessible to as many players as possible. As a result, we've added a new Skyscale mount acquisition method with SOTO. Whether or not you own Path of Fire or completed the original Skyscale collection, SOTO will grant you a more streamlined collection to unlock a Skyscale of your very own. I'm personally happy they have added another unlock path for this mount, despite the fact that I am already a proud Skyscale mama. Why, you may ask? Well, I have a great deal of admiration for the game's mount system, and the more players who get to experience it, the better. And if you are a little salty about this less grindy unlock, stick around, you might be pleasantly surprised. So, once you've unlocked the Skyscale in SOTO, you'll get access to a new Skyscale skin collection. Completing that will reward the terrifying and beautiful Kryptis-themed Skyscale skin. Here is the Tooth-tastic Terror for your perusal. I will, of course, be unlocking this skin. It is crazily yummy, even if I do only dust it off for Halloween. Eye candy or nightmare fuel aside, let's get to the main course, the new Skyscale/Flying Mount Mastery line. SOTO's Skyscale Mastery line includes new abilities like the Fireball Aerial Attack you'll unlock at Tier 2. Well, holy shirt balls. Some of the new Mastery tiers grant Path of Fire Masteries. In those cases, players who have trained Skyscale Masteries from both expansions will get a bonus functionality unlock. For example, the first tier of SOTO's Skyscale Mastery grants Air Rescue, the ability to mount in midair. I do this all the time, it's very handy. If you've already trained Air Rescue with Path of Fire, you will now get Bond of Vigor every time you use Air Rescue. Okay, so let's just break this down. The team have kindly given us access to the full new SOTO Skyscale Mastery line. So, Tier 1, as stated, grants Air Rescue. And for veteran Skyscale users, it will grant Bond of Vigor once you unlock the new mastery. What's Bond of Vigor? Well, when it's applied to a Skyscale, the skill immediately grants 50% of your flight bar and 100% of your mount's endurance. And Air Rescue and its upgraded Bond of Vigor boon will also be granted to Griffins. That's what we like to hear. Tier 2's Mastery is likely my favourite new ability. It's the Skyscale Fireball, who does not want to shoot fireballs at their enemies from the sky on the back of your dragon. But no flame breath for the Griffin this expansion. Maybe next, fingers crossed. Tier 3 gives Skyscale's Wall Launch and a boosted version of that for veteran riders. Tier 4 will finally allow flying mounts to take advantage of updrafts, never missing the Patriarch again. Tier 5 allows us to mount our Skyscales during combat. Regardless of its effectiveness, I love this from an RP immersion perspective. Thank you, ArenaNet. This is amazing. Okay, onto Tier 6 and another shared flying mount skill, this time Leyline Gliding. This will make farming the Chakagaran meta much more fun. And the final 7th tier is exclusive to the Skyscale. It allows regeneration of our flight resources whilst we are in an updraft. So with all these tweaks and changes, I think these new aerial maps are gonna be a complete blast. I cannot wait to get up there and explore them. It's gonna be amazing. Let me know what you think about all these new unlocks, about the masteries, about the bonus perks for veteran riders. Salt, no salt, indifferent, let me know in the comments below. What are we getting for story when it launches? This is what they have to say. At launch, you'll be able to play through a self-contained story. Following launch, the story will be seamlessly expanded upon in updates that come out every few months, telling a second, stand-alone arc. Now, I think we experienced something akin to this kind of storytelling in Path of Fire. The opening gambit was Balthazar, whose demise led us neatly to a confrontation with Kraukatoric. SOTO will be a less expansive affair. However, I imagine the quality, context, and consistency of content release will more than make up for that. I know some have their concerns regarding the ethos change with expansions, and I'm looking forward to seeing where the chips fall myself. But After all these revelations, I'm honestly more confident than ever that this new format is going to be a roaring success. Of what we've seen over the past few days, the potential to be absolutely fantastic. Agree, disagree, let me know. Now onto Weaponmaster Training, which I think is a hugely significant feature. So let's see what they have to say. In SOTO, we're focusing our efforts on bolstering and refining existing combat systems and removing long-standing limitations to put even more compelling build choices in your hands. So when the new expansion ethos was shared with players, the lack of elite specializations was a point of concern for many. I have friends whose sole reason for purchasing previous expansions was those now absent elites, and after the announcement, there was much speculation as to what would replace this much-loved profession-transforming box feature. And now we have ArenaNet's answer to that. So, let's hear what they have to say. The expansion will introduce Weaponmaster Training, which turns the elite specialization weapons already associated with each profession into core proficiencies. Once you've unlocked Weaponmaster Training in SOTO, you'll be able to use elite specialization weapons without the corresponding trait line equipped. This will be the case even if you haven't trained an elite specialization. This means that even if you don't own the other expansions, you will be able to mix and match weapons from the elite specializations associated with them. Now, you'll still need to own the appropriate expansion and fully unlock each elite specialization to make use of the trait lines, not to mention getting the signature weapons and armor pieces. So, the devs have untethered elite weapons, allowing players to have hitherto unheard of freedom in their weapon selection. So I think this will gift theory crafters the freedom to create unique and compelling trait and weapon combos. In the long term, this could yield even more diverse builds than any one standalone elite specialization could. However, as you all know, if you watch my content, I am not a theory crafter. I use build sites and rely on other people's knowledge. And I would love to know your thoughts on the matter. If you're a theory crafter, what do you think about this? Tell me below. And you're not going to have to wait long to actually see how this is going to work and what effect it's going to have. So listen up. You'll be able to try out Weaponmaster Training and combine different weapons and elite specializations during our beta weekend, which will run from the 29th of June to the 2nd of July. So that's like now, which is quite astonishing. So I guess we're all going to get a chance to test the pros and cons of these changes and see if they've, hit it out of the park with this one or not. And let's talk about briefly expanded weapon proficiencies. The team will be expanding weapon proficiencies to all classes, giving them access to one more weapon. These new weapons will be live for players when the second major content release for SOTO lands. Here are the profession weapon combos. Guardian will get pistol, main hand and off. Revenant will get scepter, main hand. Warrior will get staff. I imagine using it like a daredevil thief. Engineers will get short bow. Rangers will get mace, main hand and off. Thief will get axe, main hand. Elementalists will get pistols, main hand. Mesmers will get rifle. And Necromancers will get sword, main and offhand. Likely these new weapons and the changes to weapons will be a heated topic of conversation on the Lightbringers Guild Wars 2 podcast. I hope you will pop in and join me and the other hosts and Jedbro, the head honcho, for a good old chinwag this Friday. Links below if you want to join us and have a chat. But back on track we go to 2 more features, which will arrive at the launch of SOTO. So, the team are again untethering things, but this time it's runes set bonuses which are being transferred into a new armor slot called a relic. The 6th wildcard bonus on runes will now be replaced with a set bonus that matches more closely the rune set that it's on. No more weird and wonderful, but What's going to happen to those wildcards? Well, let's hear what they have to say about relics. Oh, and that change to runes, it happens the same time as this. Starting on the 22nd of August, everyone's build will include a relic slot, which becomes usable at level 60. Many of the relics that are available to players, regardless of expansion ownership, will cover the functionality of popular 6th tier rune bonuses. For example, the Relic of the Trooper's effect is identical to the previous 6th tier Trooper rune effect. Remove a condition for each affected ally after using a shout skill. Other core relics have an updated effect compared to the 6th tier rune they used to be associated with, like the Relic of the Thief. Upon striking an enemy with a weapon skill that has a cooldown or resource cost, gain 1% strike damage for 6 seconds, up to a maximum of 5 stacks, and refresh duration of all stacks for 6 seconds. Generally, you'll be able to get relics through crafting, instance content like Fractals of the Mists and strike missions, reward tracks, achievements, and more. To celebrate the new system, we'll be distributing a relic selection box to all players at launch. Having not crafted legendary runes quite yet, I'm happy about these changes. Again, I think it will give more control to players as they build out their characters' gear and traits and weapons and wildcards. For players who have crafted legendary runes, I think that they might be a little bit less compelled by this change. So the questions that veterans have posed to me personally since this was announced are thus: are my legendary runes still as viable? Did I waste my time crafting them? Oof. And will there be legendary relic crafting in the future? None of which I can answer, so yeah, we will have to wait and see. Anyway, moving on. SOTO will add 2 new aerial maps for players to explore at launch, as well as an Astral Ward outpost, with a 3rd map being added at some point during SOTO's quarterly release schedule. These are the screenshots from the blog post so far. I am endlessly impressed by the artists and programmers and renderers. They never fail to deliver stunning, glorious, narrative-rich environments. They are always a character unto themselves, and I cannot wait to explore these sky-bound landscapes. I will be doing a deep dive into all the art and speculating endlessly over the images in another video. It's just this video is too long already, and there's one final thing that I want to talk about. So, in closing, I kind of want to end on a lighter note, a nice tidbit of news for everybody. An old ally is returning to the story, Zojja. As you can see her here in the artwork, voiced by, yes, the one and only Felicia Day, who will be playing a lead role in the Secrets of the Obscure, and I am thrilled. I love Felicia Day. She's an amazing creator. I loved the Guild. I loved her in Supernatural. In all the shows she's done, she's always amazing. So it's wonderful for her to be coming home, coming back to the franchise after all this time. I hope the community gives her a big virtual hug. Welcome home, Zojja. And story-wise, perhaps we will get to know where Zojja has been all this time. What happened to her after we rescued her from the Blighting Tree, what her involvement is with the Wizards Council, the Astral Ward, the Demonic Invasion. I'm really looking forward to playing through the expansion with Zojja at our side, full steam ahead with Secrets of the Obscure. And there you have it. That is all the bits and bat which have been revealed so far for the Secrets of the Obscure. There will be more videos coming out on the channel, but for now I'm signing off. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe for more like it. Please show some love to my wonderful patrons and subscribe star supporters too. I would not be able to keep the channel up and running without them. If you would like to join my band of nerdy awesome, there are links below. But sadly, we have come now to the very end. So until we meet again, please stay safe, stay awesome, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.